Jeff Proctor sitting right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Good to see you, Jeff.
Yeah, great to see you, Rich.
Now, what did you say your goal was to do?
Well,
sit down. Listen to what he said. As soon as he sits down.
Yeah, so I heard that you had a ride in the 2-seat Indy car with Mario Andretti.
I did.
And that's really smooth and, a couple corners here and there. And so my proposal is to get you out in the Honda Ridgeline race truck so we can go across some pretty serious terrain at a high rate of speed and kind of get you to scream a little bit.
Scream a little bit. Now, who's driving this car? You?
Well, I think the first lap I'll drive, and then maybe we'll pass the steering wheel over to you.
Now, when you say pass, you're not actually like detaching the steering wheel.
Well, to get into the race truck, yeah, you have to detach it. But.
Now, I'm the type of guy that would be concerned that it would come off while I was driving. What happens then, Jeff?
Well,
what happens then?
You're just along for the ride at that point.
Okay, just along for the ride. So, I mean, we're looking at videos right now of you doing exactly that. Now, would I go to the Baja Peninsula and do it?
We could do it here locally in the California desert.
How do you get involved with this sort of thing? How do you get started in a career like this, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it all started on two-wheel motorcycles. I did a lot of motocross racing as a child, and as you get older, and I have three great kids now, and they say that with age comes cage. And it kind of evolved from 2 wheels to 4 wheels, a little bit safer form of off-road motorsports, and here I am.
I was just wondering, age comes cage would be you were talking about your 3 children in some way, shape, or form.
That's correct.
Because, I mean, you got to corral them somehow, some way. It's because it is incredible, the Baja 1000, what you're talking about. Like, what is it like driving in the largest spectator sport in that peninsula with the point-to-point racing that's the longest on planet Earth? What's that like? Yeah,
it's really hard to describe the experience down there. We're up against the 50th anniversary of the Baja 1000 that we're heading to next week. And, Baja is this really magical place. It's very difficult to describe. What you can expect in Baja when you're racing is really the unexpected. We carry redundancy of all of our parts and components of the truck with us. We're prepared to do field repairs. Anything that it takes to get us to the finish line. This year's race is 1,200 miles. And, you see booby traps from the locals just to create some excitement.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So typically, the fans will be out in the middle of nowhere. It could be the dark of night, and we're cruising along at race pace, and all of a sudden you'll see a campfire.
For those who don't know, race pace would be how fast?
It depends, but somewhere around, you'd say anywhere from 75 to 95 miles an hour, depending on the terrain.
Okay.
And you'll see a campfire pop up in the middle of nowhere, and that's usually our sign to kind of check up a little bit. They can dig a trench.
Why are they doing this?
To create excitement. They want to see a crash. They want to see some sort of, drama. And so we have to be prepared for these things. I'll give you an example. Last race in June, we were heading along through a farmer's field, and he had rerouted his irrigation system into this hole. So we came up around a blind corner and dropped right into this mud pit.
And what happened?
And sure enough,
field repairs.
We're stuck. There's a crowd of people gathered around, and they want to get up close and personal with the race truck. And sure enough, the farmer pulls up with his tractor and a tow rope.
Okay.
It's like, okay, well, pay up and I'll pull you out. It was his form of revenue for the day.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what it sounds like to me? Because you've got 3 young kids. Do you ever read the book, My Truck is Stuck?
I haven't, no. But I will now.
That's what it sounds like right there. That, had there been a ditch dug for the Baja 1000. Yep. But that sounds strange to me because, think about it. If we're watching the World Series and it's not exciting enough to watch somebody steal a base, that somebody gets right there on Minute Maid in Houston and digs an irrigation ditch right in between first and second base, I would think that runs counter to actually, thanking the athletes for doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just part of what we accept being down in Baja, and it's just part of the adventure.
So you don't mind it. You appreciate it. You tip a cap.
It's just something we accept.
Yeah.
And, we work to overcome all kinds of adversity during the let's say anywhere from 18 to 24 hours during the race. Jeff
Proctor here on the Rich Eisen Show. So talk to me a little bit about your Honda Racing partnership and what you're doing in specific with this race. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's kind of been an exciting partnership. It started out at SEMA in 2015, and really we designed this race truck to launch the new 2016 Honda Ridgeline.
Yep.
And it was kind of used as a concept vehicle with the plan to go racing. And now we're in our third season racing the truck, and it's, we feel like it's been well received, and just really value our partnership with Honda and being able to promote this truck. I will tell you, the race truck doesn't have that really cool in-truck bed.
Right. So you could put all your maybe field supplies inside the bed, lock it up just in case somebody's coming with their tractor to try and do something in the middle of the night during the race. I mean, I'm going through my mind about what the Ridgeline has to try and set that thing up. Does it have the Honda sensing equipment to help keep me safe?
Absolutely. It has all the safety equipment you need, Rich.
You, I would trust behind the wheel. Me, I don't know, not so much. What about your family? Your family, how does somebody come and watch you do what you're doing? Do your kids just see what dad does and want to get in the truck themselves or something like that?
So my 9-year-old son, he's active in the pits, but typically my 7 and my 3-year-old, they're a little too young to be out there. So they watch a lot of dad's YouTube videos and that sort of thing, keeps them kind of engaged with what I do. And they spend some time in the race shop with me, and that's fun for them.
Yeah, because you're a first-generation racer, correct? So this would be you passing along to them what really was not passed along to you, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't one of those racers that grew up smelling race gas in the pits.
No.
It was just something that I developed a passion for and kind of really pursued it.
Well, that's great, man. Thanks for coming on this show. Good luck to you in all of your endeavors with Honda Racing. And usually when somebody says something like that, I accept. Be careful. I might actually accept and get into the Ridgeline.
We'll make it happen.
For real?
Yep.
Okay. And the seatbelts work and everything, correct?
They do. It's a 5-point harness. We'll put you in a fire suit. You'll feel safe.
Well, I mean, fire suit. When I got in the fire suit, Susie liked the fire suit. My wife really kind of. Well, I mean, she saw me in here we're showing the video right now because it looks so kick-ass. But when I was in that Indy car with one of the all-time greats, with Mario
Andretti,
I literally tried to make sure. I'm like, okay, I know I'm on a GoPro. Do not look scared. Do not look scared at all, because I saw Chris Brockman do it.
I was terrified.
You looked like you had the fear of God in you.
Yeah, I really did.
We
were an inch away from the wall.
Yeah. Did I have what?
Do we have audio on this? We want to hear you.
I was not. Now take a look at him right there. Like, that guy looks like he's scared to himself.
I was terrified.
I saw that. I'm like,
see how big his eyes are.
I know. It's fantastic. Jeff, thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having me.
You got it anytime, and come back. And as I said, and good luck to you with your relationship with Honda Racing continuing.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.